Hey everybody, welcome back to the Print 3D channel. Today is July 8th, and that means day 189 of the 3DP 365 project. And on today's episode, we printed out this very cool Frankenstein Light Switch Plate, so stick around. Hey everybody, welcome back, and thank you for joining me here for day 189 of the 3DP 365 project. As always, down in the description there's a facts section. There's also the MatterHackers affiliate link. If you're in the market for some new filament, just use that MatterHackers affiliate link and you really help out the channel. On today's episode, we printed out the very cool Frankenstein Light Switch Plate, and our print turned out awesome. I am super happy with the results. We used some of that MatterHackers PRO PLA in the color of gold on our print, and our gMax 1.5 XT Plus did a stellar job on this. We printed all the pieces at once, and there's actually three pieces. You have the toggle, you have the base plate, and then you have what they call the nubbin. And I used the one that had the built-in support material, and Simplify 3D added a little bit of extra support material. And when I went, this is the little nubbin that goes over the switch, by the way. And when I printed it and went to clean it up, it turned out like garbage. So what I did is I went back and I used the one that comes without support, and it lays down on its side. And it, there's a note in there, as long as your printer does really good with bridging, and of course my gMax does a stellar job with bridging, this shouldn't be a problem. And of course, it turned out awesome. And a little helpful tip, if you have to print out a really small part like this, print out two of them, and that'll give a chance for the plastic to cool on both parts, and plus it'll give you a choice. Then you can look at both of them and see which one's better, and then you won't be stuck with one that maybe has a few defects and maybe gets a little bit of warping because you didn't let it cool properly, because it's such a small part and all the heat being applied, it's going to warp a little bit, or you might have some problems with it. So what I did is I printed two of them side by side, and that gave a chance for each one of the parts to cool. And obviously they'll turn out really good, and both of them turned out really awesome. I'm super happy with the results on these. And these are what actually goes over the little toggle switch on the light switch itself. So I wanted these to be really clean and perfect. And the one with the built-in support, obviously after I cleaned it up, it turned out like garbage. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it turned out like garbage. But this part of the model turned out awesome, these two pieces. So I was really happy with these. These came off the build plate with no problems. There was no warping. I did add support material. I printed the one without support, and I added my own custom support. Well, I generated support in Simplify 3D. And the back of the plate looks really, really good. There is one little defect, and I'm sure you saw that. It's right there. And that is from what I call BL Touch drift. And what happens is my BL Touch takes 9 measurements across the giant 16-inch by 16-inch board of my gMax, and there's some in-between points. And those in-between points are where the BL Touch is going to kind of guess at the level of the board. And I think this hit one of those little imaginary points between the 2 points, and it didn't quite print so good. But I'm not going to reprint it just for that. I mean, it's on the back. And I do plan on finishing this. That's why I didn't mount this up, and we're looking at this on the wall already mounted. It's because I want to finish this up and make it look pretty cool. And the MatterHackers PRO PLA is some really cool filament, and it does look pretty awesome, and my print turned out really, really great. There's no problems with the print whatsoever. But I want to finish it and make it look cool. And we downloaded this from Thingiverse, and once we had it downloaded, we sent it over to Simplify 3D for slicing. We dropped all 3 models onto the print bed, and we sliced this at a 0.2 millimeter layer height with 4 top layers, 3 bottom layers, and 3 perimeters. We also used 15% infill because we have a lot of top layers here. And I didn't want to, or a lot of top surface, I should say, and I didn't want to have any of that pillowing going on because I didn't want to have to sand too much and add a lot of filler primer. I wanted it to be pretty smooth. And I'm pretty happy with that. That looks pretty good. It's pretty smooth. The little defects that are in there, little scratches, are part of the model to give it a little bit of look of like the Frankenstein-y look. So those will be fun to fill in with some color and really make this look very cool. But the print itself, it turned out awesome. And we ran these out at 40 millimeters per second too, and it was about a 6-hour print for all 3 parts. And I'm really happy with the results. I think this looks really, really cool. And I can't wait to finish it. So follow me over on Instagram as usual for anything I'm doing in my finishing. And you'll see the results of this, and you'll see it mounted up on the wall. Well, that about wraps it up for day 189 of the 3DP 365 project. I hope you guys found this episode interesting and informative. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment, like, and share those videos, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.